To be honest, haven't all of us said those words at one time or another? We hustle and grind and pour our hearts and souls into something, and then, wham, life blindsides you with a curveball. Sure, you might be the one everyone else relies on, your family and friends' go-to person, but that doesn't mean you're invulnerable. For a long time, I was that person too. I made a career out of helping people, not just regular people like you and me, but famous ones too. My expertise was in high demand, and I reveled in the almost tangible sense of making a difference. But then, it happened. Maybe you've been there too. An illness, a tragedy, a heartbreak that shatters your world. These interruptions feel like a cosmic joke, a total derailment of everything you've built and worked for. But here's what I've come to realize. They don't have to be. These setbacks, much as they suck, can also be the trigger for amazing growth and transformation. You see, when you get knocked on your backside, you can't help but stop and take a look around. The world is an incredibly loud place, filled with distractions and obligations. But in those quiet moments of self-reflection, you start to see things other. That's the magic of the miracle mentality. It's not about sweeping the challenges under the rug. Instead, it's about finding the extraordinary in the ordinary. The beauty of a butterfly in your backyard. The connection in a conversation with a stranger. These minuscule miracles light you up from the inside and remind you of the magic that's still out there. Certainly at times the setbacks seem rather mountains than molehills. It takes a different kind of strength to admit you are where you are and reach out for help in order to wake up. Do not hesitate to join forces to integrate your therapist, a mentor, or a friend you trust who can help you through these challenging times. They do not have the power to fix them for you, but they can stand on either side of you, giving direction and holding your hand. This takes me to the topic of inspiration and holding on. For me, it pours from the most unexpected spaces. High-profile client work is fun, no doubt, but it is those things that really get my fire going. It's the silent conversations, the knowledge I help. Always remember that even the smallest spark can fuel a flame in you. Yet the secret sauce is you cannot pour from an empty cup. But don't we all need to practice self-care? That is why you must have boundaries. Self-care, not selfish. Protect your peace. Saying no. Making time for rest. These are the acts of self-love that make it possible to help others. Now, I would be lying if I told you that it is an all-rosy path to be able to do this. Some days the doubts begin to seep in. The whispers of what if smothering your ability to believe in your choices. And that's when I call in the therapy and introspection. It is a journey of stripping away the layers and going back to what my core beliefs are and reigniting the fire for which this journey began. I mean, come on. Occasionally, even the most persistent among us can find ourselves feeling a little fed up, really, really tired. But the thing you see is you can get tired of being tired. You should refuse to keep living your life feeling like that hollow version of yourself. It is time to take your shout, your voice, your power back. How? Start by learning. Read them. Take courses and dive into convos with people who motivate you. Listen to what the world is telling you and pay attention to the lessons the world has to teach. I know this sounds scary, but believe me, it will be the journey worth taking. Be open to change, view challenges as new beginnings, and associate with the right people who can make you feel you are what you hope to be. The fact of the matter is that deep inside of us, we all have the capacity for amazing comebacks. So, are you tired? Good. Let that weariness be what drives you. Providers. It took a tiny acorn to start the mightiest oak tree. Get tough, get real, get ready to learn, and become a better version of yourself. This time you're going to turn your setbacks into your strongest comeback story. Now get out there and tell the world your truth.